Yo! What up, Internet? Welcome to Bricks and Beer.
Hi.
Episode 60.
Mm-hmm. You just dropped that on me. A second ago.
I guess that means something, right? Like
we don't have a sound effect.
Done a good amount of these. Oh, fuck, I was going to do the sound effect. Oh, well.
What?
Imagine there's a sound effect. It's the episode 60 sound effect. Yeah. I'm not sure which sound effect qualifies for episode 60. But we're here. It's your mom's favorite podcast about Lego and beer.
Mm-hmm.
As always, and for you new viewers, uncut, unedited, uncensored, and
we don't care.
Unprofessional. So yeah, thanks for watching. Tonight's beer is a day beer. It's the Day Blazer Easygoing Ale. The only thing I have to say about this is that it comes in a pack of 15.
That's weird.
It's super weird.
How is it? Is it 3 rows of 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's an odd shape to fucking just to deal with. It's weird. It's weird. I don't get that. What's up with that?
It's just a long rectangle. It's just a badly proportioned rectangle.
I think it's actually, well, it's 3 rows, so it's thick too, but it's bizarre. It's a bizarre setup. So I don't know what's up with that. Why not just go with the 16?
Yeah, work out
or the
your
18
shit. What
or the 12?
What the hell is going on with you guys?
So episode 60.
Episode 60.
And then Jeff, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking a really tasty margarita that Andrew made for me upstairs. It's got I just totally spaced. Not Cuervo, not the usual crap that I make for myself. Don Julio.
Yes, the Don Julio. I look over there like it's still going to be there.
It's not there.
It's upstairs.
But he remembered nonetheless.
Yes.
Whatever works.
It's the only tequila I have, and it's pretty decent.
It's really good. It's good.
And then there was some mix. I don't know what that mix is. It was the one in the fridge.
Also very tasty.
It's probably
also
decent.
Not. I just go straight, like whatever the Cuervo. I'm not fancy with my tequila.
Yeah.
I pretty much only drink when I'm doing this.
That is true. That is true.
Mm-hmm. What's on the docket tonight?
Well, tonight, this is actually really cool. So what's happening right now is tonight, in our time, I don't know what time it is in your time.
Now.
But it's Friday, the 13th.
Oh, that's right.
Jeff is here. We're hanging out. We have no plans outside of doing this.
Right.
Tomorrow is potentially the end of an era. A dude in LA might be moving, and he's hosting a meeting, and it's close by, so I like to go there.
Shout
the
out
one that's close.
To Dan.
So, Mr. Jassim, hopefully you stay around. We'll see. That's fine if you throw that on the ground.
Didn't happen.
So we have kind of like an action-packed episode, because Jeff was coming over, and he has some original Lego content.
I got stuff.
And I have some shit I bought. Spoilers.
Well,
Star
actually,
Wars.
I have a couple items here that are sort of Dan Jassim related.
Yeah, so
we can start with that.
I think that's a good place.
And they're also kind of old. Well, no, one of them is, and half of the other one. So one of the things that Dan's really good at is taking really old school pieces and making really great designs out of them. You know, and you go over to his house, and I every time I go over, I'm always taking a picture of something hanging from his ceiling of his garage.
Yeah, he's got a good
because I'm just like, oh shit, look at all these 1995 pieces that made this really cool original shape that swooshes like nuts. You know, you can just tell. So one time after one of the meetings, I did that. I just gathered up a couple of parts. So this one I finished a while ago.
Very swooshable.
Yeah, thank you. But it started with this part right here, which actually only comes in the really big Aqua Sharks set.
Oh, okay.
But I happened to splurge on 2 of those when I found 2 of them in Berkeley, long after they were kind of gone from everywhere else. This old toy store called Mr. Mott's or Mr. Mops. Awesome place. Anyway, but I stalled on this for the longest time. Like I got here, I got these 2 things together, I got most of this, I got the nose and the engines, and I could not figure out the back for the longest time. And then eventually I just realized it had to have almost no back at all. Yeah, so I super narrowed it down, and like I used that sort of venting technique. I really like this repeated shape a lot. I've used it in other shit too. And then the dude in there, he's actually leaning way back. Like a minifig with a regular minifig head in there probably would look kind of stupid. But this guy, because his face is so like alien face, it actually works out. and I made this like, I don't know if you can really see it. There's a dark tan interior, like he's got some sort of, he's
got custom leather
luxury. The weird thing is, I can't really fit any guns on this, like, and I kind of just am like, it's just a super slick ship. Like I really don't want to screw with the lines anymore.
It kind of feels more racerish anyway.
It was always my thing. Oh, and this is a fun sticker. This is from a Slave One.
Oh,
yeah. Actually, you know what?
That's impressive.
I used this in the back door of the Bots nightclub I did that you brought to the Cyber City display.
Yeah. 8 years ago.
Woo. But then the other thing that I did was this. Is I threw this piece I always like, but it's really kind of a pain in the ass to figure out how to use it. But I did this with this wing, snotted on the side of something, and I was trying to put a minifigure in the front of this, and it was just failing because this looks really like swooshable. Yeah, but
the scale is way better.
It looked like a chibi spaceship.
Yeah,
you want to put the minifigure in it, so I just I threw it into a box of whips. Work in progress if you're new to that.
The uninitiated?
Probably not if you're watching this.
If you've gotten this far.
Yeah, so I pulled it out and threw this nose on it, and I'm hoping tomorrow at the lug meeting somebody has the piece that's this, but one piece, because I want to put a sticker there for the windshield, and then probably another sticker up here on this part for some sort of
I don't even think I looked.
I'll find out. No, actually, it's kind of
it's
not
semi-rare.
in that many sets. Yeah, it's like in 5 sets.
Yeah.
They're cheap on Bricklink. I just haven't bothered. But this has been really fun. Once I put the nose on it, I kind of fleshed out.
I really like the ingot.
But yeah, that's relatively recent. There. And then I filled out the engine with this slanted flaggy thing, and then I put.
Oh yeah.
That's a red. The Cyborg set that's got like Killer Frost or whatever.
Okay.
It has trans red boat studs. It's not I think actually these are not that new, but it's the first time I got any.
Yeah,
and I love them.
It's a good application of that.
So this has been a lot of fun to mess around with, and I'm psyched. I think it's done, except for the stickers. And I'm holding off until I get that thing. So shout out to Dan Jassin, because you were the inspiration behind both of those very, very dark, very hard to photograph when I ever get around to it, spaceships. Black Lego, am I right?
So this is kind of like theming out to be shout out to the OGs in a little way.
That's true.
That's definitely like a Dan Jassim evolved build. And then, anytime I can pull out John Palmer's D on the podcast.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, John. I'm going to. So speaking of the D-Wing, I also got some other Alphabet fighters and had to disperse them to responsible parties.
I'm allegedly one of those responsible parties.
Definitely got one.
I definitely did. I got the C-Wing. C? Or wait, am I doing it?
No, yeah, okay. I think you're actually correct.
So, yeah, this is John's C-Wing, pretty much unaltered from how I got it, and this from the photographs I've been able to find, unaltered from how he built it. You made this minifigure, right?
Yeah, I put the minifigure in there. I think he had the droid already.
That makes sense. What's really...
None of them had minifigs.
Here's the thing about, have you ever tried to do a mock with this cockpit?
Oh yeah, it
balls. Sucks. This cockpit is very shallow because it's built for X-Wing. X-Wing has a huge fuselage, so if you're trying to do a small...
and the Snowspeeder too.
Yeah.
But it's like they all had sunken...
lots of room. Yeah, this is actually, and Zemi.net, which is John's old website, that's not around, but Zach found some weird archive-y...
Oh, yeah, really like a go back on the internet kind of deal. Yeah.
I wasn't able to get really big pictures of this, but I was able to find sort of a blurb about it. And John's idea was that this was like launched from a rack in a larger ship. These guys.
Oh, that makes sense.
So that's why there's no
so it's kind of more like the TIE Fighter.
But this is pretty much, most of my landing gear looks like this. It's like a plate somewhere near the bottom in the middle of the ship that it will sit on, and I'm fine with that because I don't want to dream about ships that are landed. I want to whoosh.
Yeah, I kind of like it when I had to disperse these and I had to pick people for them.
That is what you said.
I felt like this just jived.
It was
like
the
it made sense.
Swooshablest one or something.
Yeah, it's the most swooshy. And it's like definitely, it's got some nice aerodynamic feels. And I felt like you would appreciate that the most.
Thank you. I have really appreciated it. One thing I want to point out is how tight this guy. There's in John's build, you can't see it, but there's a minifigure with a old-fashioned white sort of aviator helmet going on in there.
Yeah.
He's got a Rebel pilot uniform.
You know what it is? It's because I couldn't fit a full X-Wing helmet.
You couldn't fit anything in here.
Yeah.
You picked one of possibly the only piece of headgear that will fit in here, and I actually had to remove right behind this dude, like somewhere at waist level, was a 1x4 dark gray tile with that electric pattern on it.
Yeah.
I had to pull that out in order to get this canopy to actually shut. Like it couldn't shut. When you gave it to me, I couldn't shut it.
Spoilers, whenever I do the one with Morrow, both of his figs don't have helmets because the fucking helmets couldn't fit in there.
Is it the same canopy on that one?
Yes, but it's sideways.
You got the H-wing.
Yeah.
Interesting shit.
So it's I don't know, it's like building the figs for these, at first I was like, the D-Wing was super easy because it's like the dude fits right in there.
He's got a really nice ladder.
Yeah.
That guy. Yeah, he's probably got a good sound system.
I think I actually swapped them.
This guy's fired on
this too.
This guy gets shot out of a rack. He can't land on planets. He's got to get back to his ship or he's fucked,
Well, it's just ride or die, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I imagine that going as fast as the A-Wing. Like, it's because it's got the big engines and everything. Like,
so
fucking rock and roll.
Should we jump to the?
So
Big Sal
from one A-fold to another.
Mm-hmm.
Big Sal challenge Quattro.
So, Big Sal challenge number 4. So one of the things that happened recently, I've talked about this. I made a mech for Big Sal for Hendrix.
Episode 58,
maybe.
Sure.
Probably. The timing sounds right.
I don't know. They'll be a link below.
Anyway, so Sal had a bunch of cool stuff that he wanted to swap and for a mech. So we did the swap. I drove down. It was funny. There was a lug meeting in the neighborhood, and I didn't go. All I did was drive like 2 hours to a mall, and I met Sal in the parking lot. And the first thing Hendrix said was like, I pulled up right, like hood to hood, their car, and Hendrix goes, the paint on my car it has mange basically. I don't care, but it's a Honda Civic, so you take care of it. It's just gonna go where you want it to go forever. And Hendrix, though, he cared. He was like, "This car is horrible." So,
shout out to you, Hendrix.
Yeah. So I hope you have
the mouths of babes.
Yeah. You have a point. Can I say you don't have a point? I cannot. So Hendrix got his mech. He was pretty psyched about that. I got a Ghostbusters Ecto 1 set, which I built and I love it. Some really cool minifigs, and also I got the materials for. I got
similarities.
Indeed. Sal gave me one of these, and that was the Big Sal Challenge number 4. Now the Big Sal Challenge has pretty loose rules. And since this guy was sort of part of the recent.
It was kind of around the same
jazz,
time, right?
Exactly.
Like,
I decided to emulate that. Now, here is what happened.
Kabam!
Swooshable.
I fucking love this thing, dude.
Thanks. Obviously, I added the red. So I didn't just stick to the shuttle pieces.
Yeah.
I did a pretty good job. I added these blue guys.
Some red in here, so kind of. Live and uncut, folks. Live and uncut.
Let me show
Follow
you.
Mike Rutherford and just cry in the corner.
Yeah, right. Shout out to you, Mike. Except not, because I'm just putting my shit back together. It is, I will note, a little less complicated because I already finished.
Yeah, but I'm still going to make fun of him forever for that.
Of course we are. So, yeah, I kept the general profile. I had to use the super pointy plates that come in this set. But I was super...
I feel like that makes it even meaner, though. It's like it gives it some real attitude.
I mean, obviously all the red I added. I added the wedges, the big white wedges on the top. I think the little ones next to them, and that's about it. A couple plates here and there, but I pretty much stuck to the thing. And the main thing is I kept this cockpit, which I thought was a pretty fun challenge. It's kind of crappily attached, like the angle is just too.
It's just like kind of floating.
It's 2 pins with friction in there. Yeah, so
It looks really great though, the angle and everything.
It does, but that is the most shuttle. I mean, I can basically catch the cockpit design. You know, the cockpit is basically this very bland, like flat window thing, and then this,
the nose,
this little combo here of the nose on all these slopes. I really like. This is a thing I like a lot up here. This row of things, and the spacing comes from stacking snot bricks, but not worrying about the ratio.
Yeah,
like it's not one piece that I'm sticking on there; it's 3 separate pieces. So you get that spacing is kind of cool. I think I've used that before. So anyway, Sal, I'm not sure when we're going to hang next, but when we do, Hendrix has a new toy.
Boom! Big Sal challenge, numero cuatro.
Indeed.
There's apparently Big Sal Cinco might be another AFOL associated with this bullshit that we do.
Cinco de Moro. I'm sorry.
No, it was right there. It was right there. Beautiful. So next time, maybe we'll see. It's probably gonna be ridiculous.
I don't know.
Next
episode.
time. Next time, meaning in whatever space-time continuum. My dog's apparently awake.
Yeah. She's definitely grown. That was a big thump.
Yeah, well, she's also like jumping off the furniture and things, you know.
Nice work if you can get it.
I'm a great dog parent, apparently. So that's Big Sal Challenge. So we've got,
I think that does it for my original content.
The original OG, the upgraded version of this.
Yeah.
The original C-Wing, accompanied by the D-Wing.
Some of this.
Always with the D.
All a bunch of pretty swooshable stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
What else are you going to
do? We got plenty of other things to talk about. I do have a gigantic Lego mock that's sitting on this table.
You're on it.
That I can't tell you guys about.
No.
Oh, what's up, dog? You gonna go outside?
Hey, Callie.
All right. Yeah, come hang out. Good times. You want to say hi?
There she is.
There. Oh, you're so big. You're so big now.
Yeah, I know.
This is my big doggy.
Look at her.
Hi.
Ooh.
Good job. All right. Hope my fucking phone number wasn't just exposed to the internet.
Oh.
I don't think so.
Live and uncut.
Yeah.
She'd have to hold very still.
So anyway, there's a bunch of shit that's happened. I bought a bunch of Lego. I bought some stuff. Jeff bought some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bunch of new shit out. It's a fucking good time to be a nerd.
It is. It's fun.
As always, it's a fucking good time to be a nerd.
They do that on purpose, I think.
Yeah. Well, they're, they know what we need. And they're like, now we're just going to give it all to you at once.
Where'd she go?
I don't know.
The rest of her?
I think underneath here.
There she is. You got her.
Ah, all right.
Wow. You guys okay?
It's from the spaceship crash.
Yeah.
10 minutes ago.
All right.
So there's a whole fuck ton of new collectible minifigs. We can talk about some of them if you want. We got some good ones.
We don't have them all.
Jeff, pick some. Talk about some.
I'm going to go for Cake Guy. I just got Cake Guy today. And Cake Guy, Flower Pot Girl is kind of related. But unlike Flower Pot Girl, Cake Guy's cake is bricky. Like, you can stick this down on a plate. Well, I don't know if you can stick it down on a plain old plate. Let's see.
It seems like it.
Yeah, you can.
Nice.
Yeah, you can just stick it on anything.
So it doesn't have to be a costume all the time.
Right.
Which that's pretty rad.
But I do want to point out this, because this dude has got pink pants.
He's balls deep in that cake.
Basically,
he's covered in frosting.
Yeah, he wasn't in the cake and he jumped out. Because
he jumped in the cake. He's not jumping out of the cake.
I don't think that's a real cake. Like when somebody pops out of a cake, is that an actual cake that you eat, or is that like a prop?
No, well, it's like weird too.
I've never been to a party where that happens.
I imagine the dude's wearing it on suspenders.
But this dude is wearing like a nice, but he's wearing an expensive blue tuxedo with a gold bow tie, and he fucking jumps into the cake because that's what you do when you're a party animal. 40 years of minifigs, he said. And jumped into the fucking cake. I thought the most, like, honestly, I was scrolling down all the pictures that were posted up, the last two that I saw were...
Cake dude was not what you thought.
Well, it was
the jam.
It was no, it wasn't, because the last two that you spotted are this one and this one. And I'm like, and right away I was like, okay, so this is a furry party, which is cool. I don't have anything against furry parties, but I didn't think that was a thing Lego was going to get into. But look, I mean, I'm sorry, but she's wearing a
I
collar.
feel like they jumped the shark a little bit with this line. Like, there's...
You mean this series?
Yeah, this series, like, it's a
it's
little over the top on all of them.
The unicorn isn't, like, in and of itself, like, saucy until you look at the expression. Look at that guy. He's like, I know what's going on. I know what you're into. You came here, except... You know, maybe I don't think he's talking to Cactus Girl because I think Cactus Girl just doesn't get it.
I kind of hated on this at first.
No, I love Cactus Girl.
She's fucking rad.
Well, she's here.
The thing I hated is this is weird as shit. Without the pickle costume on top,
it's not pickle.
This just looks terrifying.
She's a cactus.
She's like, oh my god, my hands melted off and were replaced with stumps.
What's weird though?
What happened?
I can't figure out what the front is on that torso and what is the back.
Oh, I think it's just whatever.
It's just
so yeah, but as a cactus, it's fucking great. Like just as a official Lego cactus.
I like her, and she's got two faces, and one face is smiling, and the other face is kind of like, I'm having a little trouble handling this costume that I decided to come here in.
Yeah, she's like,
tough darts for me because I have no hands.
This was a terrible idea.
It was a terrible idea.
So there's a bunch of other costume ones that I like the dragon one. You know, it's a dragon. It's fine. That's a tail. It's pretty cool, actually, like, as component parts. But the real star of the show for me is my buddy.
You need to find the spider guy.
Spider Bro.
Yeah.
You know why Spider Bro's the best? Because Spider Bro has a full-on giant spider costume.
Spider butt.
Including a booty on the back of him.
Abdomen.
And he's got the one tooth, he's just there to hang out. He's trying to get laid in his spider costume.
I feel like I'm going to bricklink a bunch of those heads sometime in the future.
He's pretty good. I like this dude.
His torso's a hoodie. I mean, he's got a hood on the back, painted, and like drawstrings and shit.
Yeah, I like that they're all fucking awkward. Like, why do they look like, hey, here's a party.
Right.
Everybody's awkward except for, like, the douchebags. Like, this guy, definitely a douchebag. Well, not awkward.
No. I mean, the thing about this guy... The main thing about this guy is the pants.
Bang.
Ladies.
Bang.
Yeah, that's a bad thing. He's better with this. Sad flower girl. I also feel like she's having a hassle with her costume. And this is annoying because this is a skirt.
This is where I'm like, you fucked up, Lego. Like, why did that?
This would be a beautiful planter.
Yeah.
You could park this outside. All of your modulars, you could get a ton of these, but you can't because it doesn't go down on the plate.
Well, and you can fake it, and I'm sure.
It does it straddles 4 studs.
There's 8 full ways of making all this shit work, but it's like, don't make it work.
Right. I know.
Harder.
That's
there's no clutch. Like, come on.
However, I do like her torso. She's got the stem going on.
Oh, that's cool.
She does have a happy face, so she's not always bummed out about the fact that she's in a flower costume and can't move. And I gotta say, her hat is pretty bitchin'. That's
it's
cool.
Very like Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, well, which is good.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Alice in Wonderland. Is that all of them? Oh,
we'll talk about one more so I can get another beer.
Surely I will. There's this gang right here, and yes, they do act as actual Lego bricks. It's like I was at work when I got my first batch of these. I got these 2. I actually got these 2 on purpose. I felt, make sure I had her hair and his hair. And I'm like, okay, well, let's just stick her in the back so it's not weird, right? But it doesn't work because his hair has got too much fullness in the back. But you can stick them together this way.
You know what I like to do with these guys?
The thing that I just undid.
Let's get a little funky. Wearing some brick costume. Let's do some acrobatics.
Yeah, that's good.
And go 90.
That's good. That's
it's called a brickster.
That's dancing.
Oh, yeah. So whatever. It's weird. I mean, like I'm sure these are cool, and we will use them in something. And it's one of those things as a full that like I kind of don't want this. And the thing I definitely don't want to see is my social media flood just be flooded with a bunch of assholes who are like, look at my 2x3 costume from 1994. And I'm like, yeah. Everybody does this. Everybody puts a fucking cardboard box on them. They put some Solo cups and they paint them. But
the piece on the top.
It'll be cool.
It'll
be useful.
It's depressed. See it?
And like
so it holds on to the.
It's actually like a sunken.
And I like that a lot.
It's beautiful. Yeah. It's well done.
It does speak well of the bulky, stupid costume that you have.
And it's also, like, it's Lego compatible, so it's got the actual.
The first thing that occurred to me was like,
thing.
You get a ton of these things and you make some sort of structure out of corpses.
Oh. Cities of the Dead. All right.
Wouldn't
have been my first thought.
Corpses that stack.
I thought laser guns. I pulled off a head and I was like, I could probably make this into a laser gun. But
no, as soon as
Cities of the Dead is much better.
That's what Morrow was like. Morrow was the first one that got somebody. He was like, "Yep, they have," because we couldn't tell from the pictures what was on the back. You know, and I was like, "Are they really Lego pieces?" Yeah. And they are, which is good. So good work.
I feel like this is a prerequisite. Like you can't really, in 2018, be like, "I'm an A-full. Do you have the dumb Lego costume figures?" And if you're like, "No." And it's like, what's wrong?
Wait a second. You could make some really fucking awesome robots.
Oh, we can make all kinds of cool shit with this.
Like that. Okay. Yeah. Like look at
like there's plenty of potential. Like it's figure snot. They were like, hey, you want a snot rig that has minifig legs? Here you go.
I hadn't really sussed that out.
Boom.
That's good.
And you can swap the arms and all that shit, which is good.
Oh yeah, it's just regular minifigure.
Yeah. Right? So, all these figs came out. I bought one today because I was at a place and they were rich with toys. I almost spent so much fucking money today.
Woo!
But I did not. But I bought this dude because he comes with the OG Lego set thing, which I think is cool. This fig is bullshit. I don't want a new version of this. I have plenty of this.
You make a good point.
I like that he's holding a box. What I want is the next in the series where they go like, here's your Futron dude holding a Futron box. Or like, here's a pirate dude holding a pirate box. Nobody gives a fuck about that police car set. But it is a legitimate.
Yeah, remember back when they were actually reissuing really old sets and they didn't do any classic space ones?
Yeah, which is a bummer. So
we did a little research right before we started recording. So this is a brick and a plate and a tile.
The key lime pie.
And if you stick those in there, it doesn't quite really work out as flush. That's sort of hard to see.
It's close enough, though.
It's close enough. It's decent. It works. You might want to put candles on there instead, or make a wedding cake. The good news is that it's hollow studs, so I don't have to worry about that brick being in there forever. See?
Boom.
Sucked if that turned into like a 10-minute long ordeal.
I was kind of hoping it would. So I went to a place today. It's no secret. It's called Target. They have stuff. I went there to buy supplies for Jeff's and I's hangout. And, I checked the Lego aisle, as I do. And more importantly, I checked their end cap clearance. And I got this set. It's a superhero set. I bought it because it was $10.
Well, I'm kind of
$10 as is. And I was like,
what was the as is
unopened? I don't know. The box is kind of fucked up. And it was marked down from their clearance price of $15. So it just sat somewhere.
I'm fucking jealous. I have all the interesting minifigures from that set.
This set is balls, though, dude. This set sucks dick.
I'm not jealous of that stupid neck.
This thing is terrible. Yeah. It's so bad. What is this? Nobody wants this. And these legs, this is hot trash. Like, it stands up.
Gimme.
But you already made a mess.
That is so... You're not going to find that until you move.
No, it's under a shelf somewhere.
See? I shot off one of the missiles.
So, Doc Ock, he's got movable... He can disco dance, which this is terrible. And then, so the Doc Ock fic doesn't come with tentacles for him. It comes with this, which is already gigantic and stupidly oversized. And then you're supposed to take the mecha tentacles and so he can't stand because he has 15 studs of bullshit attached to him. That's terrible. And then just the concept of this set is weird as shit, right? So Doc Ock, a man with robotic tentacles attached to his back, decides that's not good enough. I need a bigger mecha suit with tentacles. Which I can't fault that logic. So he's stopped by a random police dude who's towing Spider-Man on a surfboard. And apparently he's also, Doc Ock is aided by the Vulture, which is alright. That's cool.
Spidey don't
And,
sit.
and whoever the fuck this is, White Tiger, nobody gives a fuck about White Tiger.
Oh, I like White Tiger.
Really?
Yeah.
She is a peg warmer of the Marvel Legends waves. You see her
Who cares
everywhere.
about Marvel Legends? What are you talking
The
about?
point is, nobody gives a fuck about White Tiger.
Mhm.
Her action figure is not selling.
I like the White Tiger minifig that I got at a convention for probably about the same price that you got that whole damn set.
Yeah.
Jerk.
So anyway,
But
so
look, bright green.
I mean, it's got good
round.
parts.
Yeah, the parts
it's got
are
good
great.
parts.
A lot
And
of bright light orange.
obviously, for the price I paid, I'm not gonna hate
Well,
on it.
you gave me a batch of stickers that were from this set.
Oh yeah. And I was like, this
used
is
them all over.
dumb. Why does Spider-Man have a surfboard? And I was like, I'm never gonna own this set.
This is
and then
horrible.
it just happened.
This really is like stupid as hell.
Oh, dude, just grab here.
Well, these feet aren't even feet. Like what? Like what is this?
Dude, no. What is this? What is this? This is the weirdest fucking bullshit ever. Like, let's just throw a boat on there and have him jet ski on a surfboard. And I'm like, God damn it. And it has the new web with the new hand thing, which is great. And the surfboard is unprinted, which is nice, because I would hate it if it was printed with the stupid Spider-Man thing.
This guy's freaking out.
Yeah, he's having a bad day.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he should be like doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
I think he should be like, Spidey, why don't you just use the boat? Why don't you just get in here and get in the boat?
Or like, you have spider webs, so like, don't go on the ocean. And why is the Doc Ock mech?
Why is this in
the ocean?
Why is it in the water?
Because this entire thing doesn't make sense. But it's full of good parts, and I'm glad I paid $10 for it. And I'm doubly glad, because I would never buy this fucking set for any amount of money more than that. But it was really cheap, and I was like, I can't say no.
Aaron and his lady, I can't remember which of them got this in their swag bag, but they got this figure in their swag bag, and they gave it to me.
He's actually a really good Doc Ock.
Yeah.
I wish it came with decent tentacles.
The boots.
I dug out the stupid Jack Stone tentacles.
Sure.
I think these are Jack Stone. They're gigantic and oversized
that's right.
and also don't work.
I don't think I ever really... Yeah, these are dumb. But
yeah. They're pretty stupid.
Yeah.
They're pretty stupid.
You know what's worse?
Yeah. That's way more stupid.
That's way worse. And I just broke it too.
Just keep breaking.
We're not going to put it back together.
I don't give a fuck.
Remember when I put that other thing back together that I broke?
So, anyway, I was at Target, and I was buying breakfast sausage and cheap Doc Ock sets.
Cool.
And I was like,
breakfast sausage.
Yo, I'm in the toy aisle, and they just happened to have some new Han Solo shit, because today is Force Friday, the 13th. Except it's not officially Force Friday. It's just the day. Hasbro and Lucasfilm and Disney, they were like, yeah, we don't need to advertise this shit. It's fine. You nerds will figure it out.
They just dropped it, huh?
So I just went to fucking Target, and I bought some Han Solo shit. And you know why I bought this? Because I am on Team Moloch. I need that dude in my life.
Yeah.
Moloch is rad.
Yeah.
He probably like beats puppies or something terrible, or does child slavery or something heinous.
Bad guy.
But this set's fucking rad. It's a little overpriced, but if you look at the price per parts, it's $464. It's not bad.
It's $40, right?
This though, I showed Jeff this earlier.
Yeah.
This is a fucking booklet.
Yeah.
Like.
That's serious.
And this is a super dense set. Like, it's crazy dense. And it has some super weird shit. So, like, check this out. Oh, you just clip the engines in. You build this engine, and there's this thing. So it's like, it sort of has this...
Fucking AFOL.
Yeah, weird AFOL vibe to it. There's asymmetrical, like, greeblage. It has these new jumpers all throughout it. So this cockpit is offset using these.
Oh, wow.
So my homie Moloch, he's sitting on some offset tile. And there's just like weird shit to kind of like make all this work. It does have these super cute new little Corellian hounds. They're teeny tiny, and they have this angry face.
Mm.
Oh, he's so cute. So cute.
They would just eat porgs just so fast.
So yeah, and you get 2 of them, which is pretty good. You only get 1 if you get Han Solo's speeder.
I gotta say, I'm pretty psyched about both of these sets. We don't have the other one.
You also get this dude who, like, it's fine. He has Biston's head wrap thing, which is cool.
Different color though.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Is this whip new?
No, that's been around.
Okay.
I think that's.
So I have a bunch of the older style whips, but Moloch is rad. So I'm super glad that you pulled out this dude.
In black, it might be.
Because look at this dude. See the back of his head?
Oh yeah.
See the back of Moloch.
Yeah.
Very similar.
That's why I never use that head with any other like torso because
it's
why bother?
Yeah. The other really crazy thing is Moloch has like a new skirt piece.
Oh, that is pretty funky.
It's like when I texted the boys about this, Mara was like, "It's about time," and I was like, "Yeah." Stupid. Like the fucking slopes always fall off when it is the slope. Yeah. And I love that it's curved now, so it's like super sexy. I also like that Moloch has some weird creepy tentacles just creeping out under the bottom there.
Wow. That's delightfully gross.
Yeah. So Moloch, I know nothing about him, but I love him already.
Yeah.
Because that's how I like my Star Wars.
Yeah,
weird
this is
as fuck.
Sweet. And I gotta say, in my ongoing saga where I'm like hemming and hawing about on model sculpted Lego heads, this is freaking awesome. I love this shit. So thumbs up.
I think my dog's eating a bug. Good for her.
Good for her.
So speaking of Star Wars,
that bug deserved it.
I also bought the new trooper design, the Range Trooper. Not Lego, but I need this dude in my life. Really, what I need is this coat in my life. Like, I'm not into soft goods on toys. It's too doll life for me.
Sure.
But this guy, oh man.
That's nice and restrained.
Dude, he's the pimp trooper. He's also got mecha legs. Look at this.
Well, I think they're magnets.
Yeah, dude, they're fucking rad.
I think in the last trailer, they're like...
They ride trains.
They're riding like different planes on the train. Yeah, sideways shit.
I also just love the aesthetic of the Solo movie so far. It's like super grimy. I could have spent way more money. Not only did I restrain myself, but they didn't have everything. There's like a 3 3/4 inch version of this dude that I would totally buy.
Mm-hmm.
But I fucking love this. It's great. So there you go. Han Solo's out. Get you some Lego. This is pretty rad. I highly recommend this.
I super dig this.
It's weird. It's dense as fuck. Also, you do get an action feature.
Oh, sure. When you do it, it's fine.
Yeah. Well, the dog's going to eat half.
Not the one I shot. The one I shot's up there.
It's gone forever.
Yeah. I saw some review that kind of talked about, somewhere, that referred to this as kind of boxy, which is not wrong, technically, but I love it. The Mystery Machine, I have 2 Mystery Machines. I turn one of them into a flying vehicle, and it's great. If you can really...
I like anything that has, like, density to it. Like, you pick it up, and the weight it's a very tactile
the curves,
thing.
too. The curves really make it work.
Yeah.
And there's larger section in the back. Just,
and there's a lot of stuff that's done that's, like, very... It feels a full... Like, just this alone... Because this isn't like a goofy thing.
That's true.
This is a very low pro like trigger device, and it's asymmetrical and it works. And like,
wait, is this the trigger for the gun?
Yeah.
Shit.
It's clean, dude. Compared to this is dumb as fuck. Making more messes. What we do for your internet.
These are nice too. Bright green, 1x1.
The parts are good in this.
Bright green.
The parts are good in this. This set is trash. Parts are good.
Yeah.
This set,
don't even build
awesome.
Build this set. Don't build
this dude, the best.
Build that guy. Except
no, but they have a buildable version of this guy that looks like trash. Don't do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I saw that, and I was like, hard pass. Almost bought a Wampa. Hard pass on the Range Trooper Build-A-Fig. That dude's garbage. All those are garbage. I'm tempted by the Vader. But then I look at it, and it still looks like a fucking Bionicle fig, and I'm like, I don't know.
I just want it for the parts.
Yeah, well, that's, I mean,
my
that's
son,
my life.
Zach's got a ton of Build-A-Figs, and eventually he's going to get tired of Lego and just like, all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we probably should do a Bionicle episode at some point.
Yeah, yeah.
Because, I don't know, ball and socket, that's cool. Bionicle, it's not.
Prefab weird parts.
Yeah,
I mean, you know.
it's kind of like
different strokes for different folks.
I feel like the Jeff POV is cherry pick, and you can make some really cool shit.
Yeah.
Have we been recording?
We have. It is still working.
I don't touch the thing anymore.
To check.
Yeah.
Most of the time, this doesn't fuck up. So anyway, I guess that's episode 60.
Yeah, I guess it is.
My dog's causing chaos upstairs, I'm thinking.
Dog chaos is the best chaos.
We have a whole bunch of other shit to do that we can't talk about on this.
Sorry.
So, shout out to Dan.
Shout out to Dan.
Shout out to John.
Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow, dude.
Shout out to Sal.
Yeah.
Shout out to your mom. And we'll see you guys in the future.
Thanks for watching.